Kirui, KTN News.
Thanks, Kiri. Now, for close to 2 years since leaving office in September 2022, the frosty relations between retired President Uhuru Kenyatta and President William Ruto have intensified, with reports now indicating the government has frozen his budget of close to 1 billion shillings for the past 2 financial years, even after parliamentary approval. State House has now directed Kenyatta to occupy the Nyari office that was last occupied by the late retired President Mwai Kibaki, saying it will not pay for any other office other than that. As KTN's political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tor now details, Kenyatta has been seen as shooting himself in the foot in his constant involvement in politics, even after leaving office.
William Samoei Ruto.
For many, the war of words and frosty relations between retired President Uhuru Kenyatta and President William Ruto ended here when the former handed over to the latter on September 13th, 2022.
What does this government want? Because if it wants me, the fact that I've been silent doesn't mean I'm scared. Come for me.
However, the war between the friends turned foes is far from over, with the latest reports indicating the President William Ruto's administration has declined to channel the close to 1 billion shillings budget to Kenyatta's office for the past 2 years. Officials in Kenyatta's office say only 28.5 million shillings out of the 655 million shillings approved for the financial year 2022-2023 released being payment for his travel to Ethiopia and Burundi to attend the Heads of State and Government Summit and domestic travel. In the current financial year, no money has been disbursed out of the 443 approved by Parliament. The latest bone of contention being the rent payment for the former president's office, with State House putting its foot down on paying for any other office other than the one reserved for retired presidents.
There's an office complex in Nyari that has been used by previous president, the late President Mwai Kibaki, and he occupied that office for 9 years. It is very well known that the office is there, it is vacant, and President Uhuru Kenyatta can use that office as and when he deems fit to use it.
Reports indicate that Kenyatta's request to have his office, which is next to Dennis Pritt Road, paid for was rejected, with Kenyatta up in arms since other former state officials like the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, among others, got the offices of their choice and are being funded.
There are channels and mechanisms to access budget and provisions in the office of the fourth president.
At some point, Kenyatta had to acquire the help of Uganda President Yoweri Museveni, with this photo of him alighting from the Uganda Airlines plane, raising eyebrows on the fate of the backroom wars between Kenyatta and Uhuru. However, the former president has also been seen as the master of his own woes, with his constant involvement in politics and also declaring that he will not retire from politics, erecting barriers to him benefiting as a retired president under the Presidential Retirement Benefits Act.
Siasa mimi nilikuwa nataka nilegee, lakini wameamua ya kwamba kazi itakuwa ya vitisho na kulazimisha.
Anything that is supposed to be given and is constitutional, let it be given. The former president should also, follow tradition, avoid politics, stop playing victim. In any case, nobody wants to deny him.
Apart from being the Azimio chairperson, Uhuru was recently named as the leader of the new political outfit dubbed Haki Coalition following the Limuru 3 meeting. Emmanuel Tor, KTN News, Nairobi.
Well, away from